Tiny House Prepper.
Live simple, live free.
Hi everybody, Bill here from Tiny House Prepper, and I'm here with my son Barry, and he is from
Empty Hammock.
Empty Hammock. We are preppers, but Barry and his family are homesteaders. I would really like to homestead, but we don't really have the property necessary to do that. But I've watched a lot of homestead videos on YouTube, and it seems like everybody does chickens, but I don't see many people doing ducks. And Barry does ducks and chickens. Mm-hmm. So you say that actually quite a few people do ducks, but I just don't see much of that. So why do you do ducks?
I like ducks mainly because of their eggs. They lay, depending on the flavor of duck you get, they lay richer, meatier eggs. A lot of times they're a lot bigger. There's a lot more calories. Higher fat content. I can eat 2 duck eggs and be fine, whereas I'd have to eat like 4 chicken eggs to have the same amount of energy from them. They lay more often than most of the duck or the chicken breeds do. Also, I like ducks because they don't scratch. They don't dig up the soil. So if we have them in our garden, we're not having them dig up our plants. They just sort of beak around and go in there and find slugs, which chickens won't touch usually. They eat all the regular pests that you would have in your garden, but they don't destroy your garden, which is really nice.
So you let your ducks go in the garden, but not your chickens?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the chickens will destroy it. I mean, they'll eat everything, they'll scratch stuff up, they'll destroy the plants at the base, whereas the ducks won't do that.
Okay. Well, so why do you also have chickens?
Well, we have two types of chickens right now. We have meat chickens that we're raising 88 days, and then we're going to process them, put them in our freezer. We also have a bunch of layers that we're going to be getting eggs from. I like also to have the chicken eggs so that we can still have the full quantity of eggs. And I also like to have them in certain areas, like around our orchard, so they're going to be actually scratching and digging. That's a benefit, to actually dig down into the soil and find a lot of the critters that the ducks won't. So.
You were telling me about fertilizing with the duck pond. Yeah,
that's right. With the we have a little kiddie pool that we have in the back right now, that we fill up with water, and the ducks have to have the water to be able to clean out their bill, and they're just a lot happier with it. So they actually do their due in the water, and it turns nasty brown and it's suspended. So we then dump that water out onto our orchard trees. Great fertilizer. And then we just move it to the next tree, fill it back up, the ducks go back into it. It's kind of funny having a dozen ducks in a little kiddie pool. It's pretty fun. So we're able to collect all of that manure, whereas with chickens it's just wherever they happen to go. So we can sort of select where we want to put it a little easier.
That's pretty cool. Last time we were here, I had some of his duck eggs for breakfast, and he was talking about that they tasted richer. So I was kind of wondering what they were. They were larger than the chicken eggs. And they were definitely richer and more flavorful, but I didn't think unbearably so. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, it's a different flavor. It's not like extremely eggy flavor. It's just a different. It's a duck egg. It's a different flavor. They're really thick. A lot of times usually always I have to actually cut the yolk and cook the yolk completely, or it's so thick I can't hardly swallow it.
Really? Well, we had ours over easy, and I liked them like that.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's preference.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fun. I mean, I enjoy having ducks. I don't think we're gonna go back to only having chickens. They're fun to watch and play in the water, and
Okay, very good. There you go. Instead of just chickens, add some ducks to your fowl.
Yeah, and they do fine together. You can have them in the same pen, same area if you want to. They don't, at least in our experience, they do fine together. So.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Barry. So if you've liked the video, go ahead and like it down there, and you can Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Tiny House Prepper, and if you haven't subscribed to Barry's Empty Hammock, you can do that here. I'll put a link for that too. And thank you very much for watching.
Bye.
All right, bye.